Hello, my dear students of the 8th form. The main topic of this lesson is extraordinary skills. This topic is closely related to the Shaolin Monastery in China. The Shaolin Monastery, Chinese Shaolin Si, also known as the Shaolin Temple, is a Buddhist temple in Danfang Country, Henan Province, China. Believed to have been known in the 5th century, the Shaolin Temple is the main temple of the Shaolin school of the Buddhism to these days. Today we are going to watch a video about this legendary temple. Then you'll translate the English words into Russian and answer the questions using this vocabulary.
The morning call to prayer, a ritual practiced every day for thousands of years. 500 miles from Beijing is the beginnings of a martial arts story that is to this day a living legend.
The Shaolin Temple is 1,500 years old. It has a great history, and anyone, whether in China or around the world, who studies Kung Fu always want to come to Shaolin.
Like the Vatican is to Catholics, like Mecca is to Muslims, Shaolin Temple is both the physical and temporal home to the monks who have honed and refined the martial art we know as Kung Fu. For these young monks, first lesson of the day is a lesson in combat. Drills learned over and over. This yellow belt novice is allowed to subdue his more experienced comrade. Innocent practice of a deadly and ancient art. This is no game. Concentration and agility are combined to create martial arts' great riddle. Why do monks of peace practice war? Warriors of the past stand sentinel over the home of Kung Fu. Ancient tablets telling the story of a fighting tradition. The irony of this Chinese institution is that it was created by an Indian. The monk Bodhidharma traveled to China in the 5th century. Local legend has it he was disgusted with the lazy and slovenly ways of the monks he encountered. So he studied animals and mimicked their movements to create exercises. Shaolin's revered grandmaster himself demonstrates the ancient moves. Exercises perfected by the monks as a form of defense against men and wild animals. Kung Fu literally translates as skill from effort. This high-level display by the Grandmaster lost on many of the tourists, unaware of the lineage of this man with an ancient heritage. Nine-year-olds wield swords with the confidence of adults. Each monk willing to spend their waking hours studying and practicing the techniques of balance, poise, and strength. A delight for tourists who flock to the spectacle and color of Shaolin, aware that to be treated to these displays by these monks in the ancestral home of Kung Fu is indeed a privilege. Like all martial arts moves, it takes years to perfect. Skilled practitioners make the moves look easy, but beginners soon learn there is more to the kicks and spins than meets the eye. The monk's precision is a skill learned through dedication and training. Kung Fu masters are made, not born. Kung Fu techniques are less about subduing an opponent. Repeated exercises are a form of meditation designed to take the Kung Fu student to a higher level of consciousness. But it's the form of some of these exercises which leave Westerners gaping. This is what Shaolin is most famous for. The extremes of pain and physical torment. The broad concept of bodily punishment is to test the mind, maintaining composure during stressful times. The monks of Shaolin have turned these techniques into a successful show that now tours the world, a commercial spin-off from a grueling training routine. These superhuman skills have at times been rewarded or punished by Chinese dynasties. In the 18th century, these monks would have been killed and their temples burned by an emperor who feared their power. Today, their task is spiritual and commercial. They spend more time impressing tourists than plotting coups. These exercises are not recommended for novices. There is more to them than mind-numbing strength.